Now, here's Milner, right-footed, directs it into the penalty area, far too close to Caballero, who makes a simple catch. And just wait to see whether it'll be Sarri or Klopp who makes the first change.
Yeah, well, you'd probably think here at Anfield it would be Jurgen Klopp that might take the initiative.
Rangers are now 3 up against Ayr United in the Scottish League Cup. Here's Klein, back to Mignolet, and Mignolet out to Milner on the right side. Milner pass finds Shaqiri. Shaqiri spins away from Emerson. Good ball towards Manny. Manny now bounces, the ball bounces just in front of him. He's into the penalty area. He taps it to Moreno. Moreno's wide. There's a cross. Sturridge with a header away from goal. Not at goal, and is cleared by Chelsea. Matip heads it back deep, and there's another mistake. Manny's into the penalty. Manny shoots wide. Takes a deflection. Corner.
Wow, he did really well there, Sadio Mane, to keep that alive for Liverpool. And it looked like the Chelsea back four had just slept. They initially dealt with the initial move from Liverpool. They got it cleared. It come very quickly back into the box. It's a loose header from Ross Barkley. And in the end, Sadio Mane just can't put enough on that to divert it past Caballero. Makes a good stop with his foot.
Liverpool with a corner at the Kop end. Milner from the right into the near post, and it's headed onto the top of the net. Goodness gracious, that was close from Lovren. Another corner, obviously took a deflection.
Yeah, lovely flighted corner in from James Milner. Lovren comes in from the middle of the 6-yard box towards the near post, makes first contact. And that very nearly ends up in the back of Chelsea's net.
Shaqiri's going to take this corner, left-footed, from the right side for Liverpool. Matip and Lovren are in there. It's played to the near post, and there's a skimming header on by Lovren. Up and over it goes, and it's a goal kick to Chelsea. Another goal at Nottingham Forest, Juliet Farrington.
Too easy for Nottingham Forest. 3-0 now, Alan, against Stoke City. It was Joe Lolly this time, finishing off a neat little counter-attack from inside the area. Neatly placed the ball into the far corner, beyond the reach of Federici. You're getting sacked in the morning is the chant at the City ground, aimed at Gary Rowett. Forest leads Stoke by 3-0.
I've got a full-time score in La Liga that you might be interested in. Leganes 2, Barcelona 1.
Hey? How many changes in that team tonight, I'd like to know.
Goodness gracious. Eden Hazard is coming on for Chelsea. Well, Hazard will be a considerable hazard to the Liverpool defence, to state the obvious. 9 minutes gone in the second half. Lovren clears it upfield, might run towards Milner. Milner's after into the penalty area. Got his right foot in the ball, but couldn't chip it over the goalkeeper Caballero. Simple save for Caballero. He throws it out to Fabregas. And another goal at West Ham for Chris Wise.
Long night for Macclesfield in East London. West Ham are now 4-0 up. Ryan Fredericks with his first for the club, and it's a belter as well on the angle. Thunderous effort across the goalkeeper into the top corner. West Ham 4, Macclesfield 0.
So Hazard is about to come on. Sarri's just having a chat to Willian prior to the substitution and prior to this Chelsea free kick. Kovacic to take it, and Kovacic plays it back to Christensen. Chelsea defending the Kop end in the second half. You'd expect attacking play from Liverpool in the second half, facing their beloved Kop end, but they may need a change up front. Here's Fabinho chipping it to Mane. Mane on towards Sturridge, intercepted by Christensen, who clears it out of play on the far side of the field. Still Hazard waits. The throw-in goes to Mane. Mane gets past 2 Chelsea defenders, but not a third, as Pelaqueta takes the ball off him, and Caballero clears it up towards Morata. Morata juggling with the ball, holds off 2 Liverpool challenges. Fabinho brings him down. Fabinho's going to get a second yellow card, and he's going to be off. Fabinho, second yellow card. Surely he was booked earlier. No.
I'm not sure.
No, you're absolutely right.
Not sure Fabinho was.
No, he wasn't.
I think he was very lucky once or twice in the first half to get away with it, but he got one there, all right. That was a blatant trip on Alvaro Morata.
Hazard replaces Willian. and Fabinho keeps his place on the pitch. But Jurgen Klopp looks as if he's responding, and he's going to make a change shortly. Henderson
may do, yeah. And that's interesting. I know that Morata was staring at that bench.
Yeah, Henderson's stripping off. He'll be coming on. Chelsea have the initiative once more, as they did the first 20 minutes of the first half. On the attack, here's Kovacic looking to play it backwards to Fabregas, and now it's forward to Moses. Moses was offside, and it's a free kick to Liverpool. So Henderson will be the first change. Now, I can't see it being for Milner or Keita. I think Fabinho.
Fabinho, now he's on a card, Alan. Yeah, I mean, that makes lots of sense. After all, he's the pivot in the base of that Liverpool midfield.
Clearance upfield for Liverpool towards Mane, headed away. Here's Fabinho. Back to Matip. And now Lovren. Still 0-0. 12 minutes played in the second half. Remember, there's no extra time in these League Cup ties, as we found out, of course, last night in the Manchester United game. It'll go straight to penalties if it's level at the end of 90 minutes. Mignolet, the Liverpool goalkeeper, hits it over the halfway line. And Mignolet hasn't started the game for Liverpool since January. Now Milner, on to Klein. Klein, halfway inside the Chelsea half, plays it in low. Easy header clear by Chelsea. And then that was loosely played by Barkley ahead of Moses. Moreno, forward to Keita. Keita onto his right foot. Back to Moreno. Fabinho's available to his right, and it goes to Fabinho. Good ball now. Keita approaching the penalty area. End of the penalty area. Taps it to his left to Mane. Mane on his right foot. Crosses into the penalty area. Aimed at Sturridge. Headed away by Chelsea. Here's Moreno. Moreno wide to Mane on the far side. Liverpool left. Then he played the ball in towards Keita, easily intercepted by Fabregas. Fabregas, a little slow to get rid of the ball. That encouraged a mistake by the Chelsea defender. Keita into the penalty. Keita shoots. Caballero pushes it away. Sturridge scores on his left foot. Should have scored in the opening seconds of the second half. Made no mistake there. To be fair, that was a brilliant finish by Daniel Sturridge on the volley. Liverpool 1, Chelsea 0.
Fantastic finish. Brilliant finish. Now, that time he did adjust his body, and he did it beautifully. It's a really well-worked Liverpool goal. Great play initially from Milner. The shot from Naby Keita that forced Caballero into a fine save, knocks it up in the air, and Daniel Sturridge swivels on the spot, hooks it on the volley with his left foot and smashes it straight past Caballero to give Liverpool the lead. Brilliant goal.
Brilliantly played by Sturridge. And that actually is a big frustration when you watch him, because you know he's capable of moments like that.
That one's on his left foot, Alan.
Yeah.
Maybe the one that came to him earlier. It's on his
the one
right
he put
side.
wide was on his right foot.
And he just looked a little bit awkward as he was trying to get his foot around it, but nothing awkward about that. That's a very clever finish. Here's
the Liverpool substitution. It's not what we anticipated. Henderson's coming on for Milner.
Well, I think that's as much as anything in readiness for the weekend. James Milner has been so integral, so strong for Liverpool this season. And I think he wants to get him off and let him get his feet up. He's got lots of legs there with Henderson coming on, but Fabinho on that card has to be careful. He has to be very disciplined now.
West Ham lead Macclesfield 5-0. Ogbonna with the 5th goal for the London side. And Manchester City's women are out of the Champions League. They've lost 2-0 on the night to Atletico Madrid. They've lost 3-1 on aggregate. Liverpool lead Chelsea 1-0, and we've got about half an hour to play. Hazard is on for Chelsea, clearly a source of danger to Liverpool, but he hasn't had an opportunity yet. Anfield electric after the goal.
Yeah, second half Chelsea just haven't taken great care with the ball. You know, Ross Barkley's every good thing he's done second half. He's also give the ball away casually, far too easily, not responsible enough with the ball at his feet.
Fabinho takes the free kick, trying to find Sturridge down the left side, but it's beyond the goal scorer. How to play for a throw into Chelsea. The ball's back with Caballero. Caballero forward, the back heel from Kovacic, won back by Liverpool. Shaqiri dances away from Fabregas. Shaqiri on his left foot swirls the shot over the crossbar.
Yeah, for him, that's a chance. Once Shaqiri picks the ball up and he breezes past the tackle and he gets himself towards the middle of the goal, about 23, 24 yards out on his left foot, it's rare when he doesn't work the goalkeeper. That one, he's just rushed it a little bit and scoops it over the bar.
Remember, these two sides meet in the Premier League on Saturday evening, 5:30 at Stamford Bridge. There's been a goal at Milton Keynes where they're seeing Tottenham against Watford. John Southall.
Bizarre. And Watford have scored. Tottenham 0, Watford 1, 34 seconds into the second half. Isaac's success ran at the Tottenham defence and finished emphatically. Tottenham 0, Watford 1.
And news of a goal for Stoke at Nottingham Forest. Julia Farrington.
Stoke have won back 3-1 Forest lead. Benica Fobi neatly taken on the hour. He replaced Peter Crouch. He was forced off injured. Stoke fighting back though. Forest still lead by 3-1.
Here on 5 Live, Liverpool lead Chelsea by a 0-0. Wonderful finish by Daniel Sturridge after one of the misses of the season by Daniel Sturridge about 14 minutes before that. Throw in to Chelsea, taken by Emerson to Hazard, and now Emerson to Fabregas, and Christensen under a little bit of pressure from Shaqiri, reacts well, plays it into Fabregas, and then they're playing too much football in defence there, Chelsea, and they concede a throw-in.
That's a better press from Liverpool. That's a little bit more what the home fans have been accustomed to this season. There it was Sturridge and Shaqiri getting around Fabregas, forcing an error. And Liverpool have the ball down this right side with Klein with the ball in his hands.
Henderson on for Liverpool, remember, having replaced Milner. Here's Kovacic. Oh no, Barkley onto the far side and Moses. Barkley's available. Barkley into the penalty area. Barkley not the angle to shoot, and then he tries to tee it up for Moses. Underhits the pass. Keita intercepts, and Keita safely for Liverpool. Back to Moreno. A goal at the Emirates. Robin Kahn.
Game on is Arsenal 2, Brentford 1. The Championship side have one back. Alan Judge with a beautiful free kick pass the despairing grasp of Bernd Leno. It's Arsenal 2, Brentford 1.
Throw in on the far side to Liverpool. What's the hold up? Oh, we've got another change.
Substitution for Chelsea coming on.
Kante is coming on.
Chelsea number 7, N'Golo Kante. Leading the field number 17, Mateo Kovacic.
Kovacic coming off. Kante, who's been used in almost an attacking role by Chelsea.
Different
position. He's a wonderful player, but is he being used in the right way by Sarri?
Look, it's his choice. He's gone with Jorginho as the sitting midfield player. Kante's played just to one side of him. Look, he's always willing, Alan, and he's versatile in the sense that because of his energy, he can get up and down. I happen to think he's the best there is at protecting those centre halves.
Without doubt. Snodgrass has scored for West Ham. They now lead Macclesfield 6-0. Here in the game of the night, well, certainly involving two of the informed sides this season, Liverpool lead Chelsea 1-0. The scorer Sturridge. Here's Fabinho. I suppose Klopp was showing great faith in Fabinho by leaving him on, even though he was on a yellow card. Ball is back with Lovren, and Lovren strikes it firmly towards the right side, accurately. Shaqiri, great control. Shaqiri on now to Sturridge. Sturridge to the right of the penalty area. Back to Henderson. And Henderson to Fabinho. Fabinho still the deepest of the Liverpool midfield players. Here he is once more. Feeding it forward to Sturridge. Sturridge to Henderson. Henderson holds off the challenge inside the penalty area. Plays it wide to Shaqiri on his left foot. Chips it into the penalty. Out comes Caballero. Good punch for the goalkeeper. Sturridge meets it. Sturridge oozing confidence now. Hearts now 2-1 up against Motherwell in the League Cup. Motherwell took the lead in that game. Here's Fabinho. Back to Matip. 20 minutes gone in the second half here on 5 Live. And don't forget, we're on the red button and the BBC Sports website as 5 Live final score this evening. So you get all the stats and the graphics as well as the commentary. Fabinho for Liverpool. On to Shaqiri. Shaqiri just short of the halfway line. Indicator. Liverpool playing much better now. Ball play to the left side. Moreno keeps it in play. It was an awkward pass to take for the fullback. In it goes to Henderson. And Keita. Henderson once more. And Henderson looking for Klein. Finds Klein. Klein to the right of the penalty area. In towards Shaqiri, slightly under hit. Christensen intercepts. Klein wins the ball back off Hazard. Liverpool now pressing the way we're accustomed to see them press this season.
Absolutely. They've got the goal up now. Their tails are up as well, and they're really forcing errors out of Chelsea, keeping them penned in their own territory.
Here's Emerson under pressure from Shaqiri. Oh, Shaqiri takes the ball off him. Plays it into Sturridge. Sturridge couldn't control it. Emerson is there, though the flag's up for offside. Presumably against Shaqiri. Free kick to Chelsea. 21 minutes gone in the second half. Liverpool 1, Chelsea 0. You can tell Klopp's got out Liverpool half time.
Yeah, it's been a good period for them. You know, certainly since they've got the goal, they haven't sat back. They haven't looked to just drop into a shape and allow Chelsea to get on top of them. They're actually searching for more, and that's good.
Mo Salah amongst those warming up. So obviously Klopp not entirely happy. Moses flicks it forward. Lovren's there first. Lovren plays it back away from Kante and is cleared by Mignolet. Up to the halfway line. Good header on by Mane. Sturridge though not on the end of it, and the pass goes back from Christensen to his goalkeeper Caballero. Out to Cahill. Chelsea have 23 minutes to get an equaliser here at Anfield, and if there is an equaliser and it ends up 1-1, then we'll have penalty kicks. Here's Cahill.
Roberto Firmino is warming up below us, Alan. He's the one that's stripped and ready to go. He's going to be taken to the pitch any second now.
Well, Firmino is such an influential player. It's not just his brilliant thinking in terms of finding incisive passes and goals. It's the fact that he does such pressing.
Yeah, he does.
And, you know,
he triggers it for him.
Fabregas, who's been more closely marshalled in the second half by Liverpool, but he had the whole of the run in midfield in the first half, would not have had that if Firmino was playing for Liverpool. But here come Chelsea now, down the right side. Azpilicueta crosses low into the penalty, and a good call from Mignolet to Lovren. Lovren let it run, and Mignolet had the ball.
Yeah. It's good work, good communication there between the centre half and the goalkeeper. Lovren could have cleared that cross from Azpilicueta, clearly got the big shout, just let it run into the goalkeeper's hands.
Here's Fabinho to Moreno, on to Mane, and now they move in towards the edge of the penalty, and the pass intended by Sturridge for Mane, ahead of Mane, and it's through to goalkeeper Caballero. Caballero, underarm, throws it out to Azpilicueta.
I mean, Hazard's been on the field, Alan, for probably about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I haven't noticed him really.
Hasn't had a kick. There's been very little service during this spell where Liverpool have done well, where Chelsea can find the little Belgian.
And Liverpool press again, and Liverpool win the ball back again. It's with Sturridge into Mane, and Mane chips it towards this near side, towards Klein, though it's collected instead by Henderson, the Liverpool captain. He took the armband off Milner when he replaced Milner. Fabinho running down the inside right channel, leaves it for Klein. Klein back to Shaqiri, and Shaqiri has Moreno on the far side, but first it goes to Keita. Now it's with Moreno back to Keita, and back to Moreno again, the fullback, but there's no one inside the Chelsea penalty area. There was no one to cross the ball to. Now it's crossed in. Mane takes it past the defender. Mane keeps it in play, and it's put behind by Caballero for a corner, surely. Oh no. Well, they've given a goal kick. Dubious. Now here's another change. Mane's being replaced by Firmino.
That's an interesting one. And it's Sadio Mane's last bit of action we saw there. He just couldn't quite keep that ball in on the byline.
Oh, it was just over.
Yeah,
it was just over.
Close.
Officials got it right.
Again, I think another change with the weekend in mind, Alan. So we'll see Roberto Firmino coming on, but with Daniel Sturridge still staying up top, we'll see what sort of a position he adopts and how Jurgen Klopp shapes this front line now.
20 minutes left for play. Liverpool lead Chelsea 1-0. Let's get an update from the Emirates. Robin Khan.
Still Arsenal 2, Brentford 1, but Arsenal look slightly shaky now. Brentford, after that goal to pull the arrears back, look very good going forward. Here comes the shot, and it's held by Bernd Leno. Arsenal looking like they are looking a bit shaky at the back now. Alexander Lacazette is on for Arsenal. Arsenal. It's Arsenal 2, Brentford 1.
Let's go to Tottenham, or let's go to Milton Keynes. John Southall.
55 minutes gone. Tottenham 0, Watford 1. First chance of the second half for Tottenham. Dele Alli on the volley, right in the area, over the bar. Tottenham 0, Watford 1.
Shaqiri up to the edge of the Chelsea penalty area. Shaqiri tries to pass it in towards Sturridge. It's intercepted by Kante. And now you've got to understand, listening to 5 Live, I have lived in the vicinity of Macclesfield, or actually in the town, since 1982. So it's with greatest reluctance that I give out this scoreline: West Ham 7, Macclesfield 0. Just stay in the Football League, lads. You know, you weren't going to win the League Cup. 7-0 to West Ham. Azpilicueta for Chelsea to Fabregas, and Fabregas drills it towards Morata, who takes it down off his chest. Morata plays it back, and Barkley, well, he telegraphed that pass, but somehow it squeezed its way past Firmino. On it goes to Kante. Kante deep inside the Liverpool half. And, Liverpool win the ball back, and fairly back. Now they can counter-attack here. Lots of blue shirts retreat into defensive positions. Keita plays it to Firmino. Fabinho onto Sturridge. Sturridge drills it towards this right-hand side, towards Shaqiri. Shaqiri back to Henderson. Liverpool so much more threatening in the second half. Now it's Keita to Moreno. Firmino on the far side of the field. Liverpool left with the full-back again, who plays it back to Fabinho. You know, considering that Fabinho's only appeared for a minute this season, last week against Paris Saint-Germain as a very late substitute, he's shaped up very well.
Yeah, it's got better as the game's gone on. Fabinho there, that back pass back to Simon Mignolet there, it's just a little bit short. He's had to just hook it out for a Chelsea throw-in on the halfway line. But no, Fabinho, as the game's gone on, Alan, I think he's just settled into the role, just in between the other two central midfield players, and he just gets it, keeps it going simple.
David Luiz has come on for Christensen. David Luiz knows all about important minutes on a football pitch. Sort of re-established under Sarri. Luiz is on for Christensen. Here's Klein forward for Liverpool. Klein, who doesn't get a look in when Alexander-Arnold is fit, plays it back to Shaqiri. Good ball by Shaqiri to Lovren. Shaqiri's had a good game.
Good game. He's played nice. It's been bright, Alan. I think every time the ball's arrived at the feet of Xherdan Shaqiri, he's tried to make something happen for his team. He's looked dangerous, taking people on when he has to, and using it efficiently and sensibly.
Matchup looking for Shaqiri, who made the move slightly too early and is offside, but applauds the pass from Matip. 17 minutes to go for Chelsea to score and get back into this League Cup tie. You're listening to 5 Live in the BBC. Rangers, by the way, are 4-0 up on Ayr United now. Steve Bruce is watching this game, and so too is somebody called Gareth Southgate. I'm so pleased over the summer for Southgate in particular.
Yeah.
You know, he deserves such credit for how England made it through to the semi-final.
Did great, Gareth. He was a good teammate.
Just a lovely guy.
Yeah. But showing he's more than that as well, Alan.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Azpilicueta. Well, he attempts to pass it upfield. It hits the shins of Firmino and rebounds out of play. 16 minutes to go here on 5 Live. Liverpool lead Chelsea by 1-0. Azpilicueta over the throw-in. They haven't carried a great deal of threat recently in the game, Chelsea. There's still time, though. Here's Morata. Hazard to his left. Morata moving the general direction of the Belgian, but the pass was awful, and it's cleared by Klein. Shaqiri after it. David Luiz across. David Luiz stretches a long leg, puts the ball out of play. It's a throw into Liverpool. I think the referee, Kevin Friend, just telling David Luiz to take it easy, but it is only a throw-in. Klein takes it back to Matip, and Matip hits it 30 yards backwards to Mignolet. Mignolet clears to the right side, but wasn't a great clearance, straight out of play. Throw in to be taken by Emerson, the left back for Chelsea, inside the final quarter of an hour at Anfield. Liverpool lead 1-0. Shaqiri manhandled Emerson there. Referee allowed play to continue. Chelsea still at the ball. Emerson now plays it back to David Luiz. And Luiz finds Cahill. Cahill under Fabregas in the centre circle. And now Barkley. Barkley finds Kante. Kante does well, spinning away from the challenger Firmino. On it goes to the far side of the field, and Moses, Azpilicueta on the overlap. But the pass goes back to Kante instead. Moses once more. Fabregas onto Morata. Good football from Chelsea. Can they find a way through? No, the flag's up for offside. Free kick to Liverpool.
Yeah, good play actually from Chelsea. It was Morata, I think it was just dropped into the Liverpool box. They were holding the 18-yard line. The ball fired into him. He's just a yard offside. Hazard stepped over it.
14 minutes left for play.
Offside. You'd like to see a little bit more from Chelsea in the closing minutes of this game. They need to force Liverpool into more errors. Chase after them, press them. Got to force your way back into the game. You just can't sit and watch and hope Hazard does something brilliant.
Oh, there's a chip by Henderson. Shaqiri's after it. Shaqiri's onside into the penalty. Shaqiri steps inside, goes down. No free kick, no penalty kick rather. He wasn't fouled. He just slipped. Here's Luiz.
Yep, the referee's actually done brilliant to keep up with the game there. Very quick to tell Xherdan Shaqiri. No
Henderson
penalty.
takes the ball off David Luiz, but it's a free kick. Foul challenged by the Liverpool captain. Fabregas to take the free kick. Sturridge stepping in front of it. Just seeing a replay of the Shaqiri run into the penalty area. He checked.
No, not for me, Alan. No, I don't think so. Not that one. Not enough contact.
No, there was a hand
but
on
not
his
enough.
body from Emerson, but no, not enough to bring you down, son. Still, Liverpool lead 1-0. Here's Moses on the far side of the field. Well, that challenge unfair, according to the assistant who flagged immediately. Moses down, and it'll be a resulting free kick to Chelsea from the right side. Keita was the man who made the challenge. Robin Carnes watching Arsenal and Brentford.
Still Arsenal 2, Brentford 1. Just 17 minutes to go on the clock, and Neil Maupay, the Championship's leading scorer for Brentford, is coming on 8 goals already this season. They're pushing hard for the equaliser, and it looks like they might just get it if Arsenal continue defensively being so shaky. Arsenal 2, Brentford 1.
Did you see, did Kevin Friend produce a yellow card?
I think he did.
Yeah.
I think he did there on Naby Keita.
That's what provoked the reaction from the crowd. Keita, yellow card. Third of the night for Liverpool players. So, here's a Chelsea free kick. It's about 4 yards in from the right touchline, level of the front edge of the Liverpool penalty area. 12 minutes to go. Chelsea trail 1-0. Whipped in towards the near post, headed down, great save by Mignolet, but it's tapped in anyway. It's tapped in. Morata, no, it's not Morata, it's Emerson. Emerson got his foot on the ball. Mignolet made a good save, but he could only parry it out, and Chelsea are level.
Yeah, it was a great ball whipped in from Eden Hazard. First contact was made by Ross Barkley actually at the near post, and it was a really, really smart stop from Mignolet. But the red shirts just froze, and it was Emerson who just pounced onto it and just prodded it over the line from about 2 yards out. Chelsea are right back in the game.
And we're that much closer to penalty kicks. 1-1. Right, have either of these sides got a winner in them in regular time? Sturridge will get the game underway again. Liverpool certainly have had chances to extend the lead in the second half. Emerson just popped up where it mattered.
Just wondering, Alan, whether we're hearing the referee if there's a VAR situation.
VAR is being used, and the referee is listening to what's going on.
I think he's wondering whether Ross Barkley was actually in an offside position when the ball was whipped in. It's very, very close from what I can see right now.
It's a close call. The referee's still listening. Controversy, possible controversy here at Anfield. Chelsea feel they've equalised fairly, but we're seeing the same pictures that the VAR official is using, and there is a doubt there, definitely. The referee turning to Lovren to talk to him.
It's very close. It is, and it's almost the shoulder of Firmino that may be playing.
It's taking a little while. What's he giving?
Goal.
He's giving the goal. It stands. And the game is underway again.
Okay.
Here's Shaqiri. Back to Matip. And just to establish, I am wholly in favour of VAR. Anything that will help the referee contribute to the right decision on the pitch. And, you know, institute an inquiry if it's necessary, if it's felt necessary. So what if it holds the game up for a minute or so? Get it right.
The teams were celebrating. We've actually had a minute there probably where the referee has had to stand and wait with his finger by his ear, waiting for the right verdict. We've got a verdict. We assume it's the correct one. Everybody in the ground now moves on.
Shaqiri to Sturridge, into Keita, and Keita back to Henderson. Firmino's inside the penalty. Cross to forward, Firmino just ahead of the Brazilian. Keita chases to the far side of the field, keeps the ball in play. Keita's then fouled. It's a free kick to Liverpool. Nottingham Forest are down to 10 men, leading 3-1 against Stoke. Calves has gone off, sent off presumably. Hearts 2, Motherwell 2. That's in the Scottish League Cup. So free kick to Liverpool. It's better than a corner. We're 3 paces in from the corner flag. 8 minutes to go. Lovren and Matip in the penalty. I like Sturridge. It's played in deep and it goes a long way. Skips off the head of Emerson. Dropping to Shaqiri, who, well, I thought he was trying to shoot a goal. Lucky to keep the ball. Shaqiri back to Henderson. Henderson crosses into the penalty area. Headed away by Chelsea. And now it's taken up by Klein. Klein onto Shaqiri. Shaqiri, very bright, moves infield, crosses the ball. Here's an opportunity for Keita. Oh, he dilly-dallied getting forward. Keita, and Caballero came out and made the ball his.
Yeah, he was just a little bit slow to react there, wasn't he, Keita, at the far post? It was a clever little dinked pass from Shaqiri towards the far post, but Keita just a little bit slow out the blocks.
Here's Moses to Emerson, back to David Luiz, and Luiz to Caballero. Fabregas away to the far side of the field. Azpilicueta back to Fabregas. Liverpool fans certainly trying to encourage a win for their side in normal time. Fabinho wins the ball aggressively. Burley, ball played forward to Firmino by Shaqiri. Here's Sturridge. Sturridge shoots, hits the crossbar.
Wow, he's unlucky. What a great effort that was from Daniel Sturridge. All started with Fabinho winning possession. The ball ends up dropping to Daniel Sturridge's feet. He's about 22, 23 yards out, and he has a little look up, picks his head up and sees where Caballero is. He's slightly off his line, and he whips it towards his far post, and it bounces right on top of the bar.
Goal kick is the end result, though, for Chelsea. Another goal for Juliet Farrington and Forest.
It's a goal for Stoke. Alan Berahino this time. Charlie Adam with the through ball. A real scramble in front before Berahino poked home. It reduces the deficit here at the City Ground. 3-2 now, Forest lead.
Hazard on the far side. Morata waits inside the penalty. Hazard's going in that direction. He's into the penalty. Great run by Hazard. Fantastic goal. Fantastic strike. Possibly to win the game for Chelsea with 6 minutes left for play. What an effort.
That is a stunning, stunning goal from Eden Hazard. Look, he's been brilliant all season for Chelsea. It took him 10 minutes before he hardly had a touch this evening. But he has just burst onto the scene there with match-winning brilliance. That is why this guy is up there rated with the very best, the finest players in world football. He actually knocks it out wide, he goes and gets it again, and eventually he drives past Alberto Moreno, chops back onto his right foot, and hits such an unstoppable shot past Mignolet. You wait till you see this one later on. This is a fabulous strike, it really is.
Brilliant from Hazard. Absolutely brilliant. It didn't matter the challenges on him by Liverpool players. He kept his cool, and the finish, wonderful.
From a tight angle, Alan. He's got a lot to do to score from there. past the goalkeeper like Simon Mignolet, but he has hit that so hard, so true. Gone right in, flashed across the goal, right into the side net and just inside the post. A wonderful goal.
2 goals in 5 minutes for Chelsea. There's been a goal at St Johnstone in the Scottish League Cup, right for side.
Yes, and Celtic have at last relieved the pressure on them. Lee Griffiths, inevitably the man who scored a predatory strike, and it was after a series of faulty decisions by St Johnstone under great pressure by Celtic. Kearney's cross, Griffiths finished at 1-0.
Liverpool on the attack. Firmino into the penalty area. Back to Keita. Keita has his back to goal. Finds Firmino again. Firmino tries to shoot. Rebounds off a Chelsea defender. Rebounds to Fabinho. Now to Firmino on the far side of the field. 4 minutes of the regular 90 minutes for Liverpool to find a second goal. That was played too deep by Firmino, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. Let's go to Chris Wise.
Macclesfield will be desperate to start that journey north now, because West Ham are 8-0 up. Grady Diangana on his debut has his second of the night. Pacey, purposeful run and slid the ball under the goalkeeper. West Ham 8, Macclesfield 0.
Salah comes on for Fabinho. All out attack, as it has to be now for Liverpool.
Certainly is.
2-1 down. Time running out. No need for penalties at the moment.
They've now got Firmino off the left side up front with Sturridge and Salah down the middle, and Shaqiri off the right side with just Keita and Henderson holding the middle of the park. So all out attack now.
Here's